Alrighty, I think I'm good. I believe I am good. Yep, I am. Alright, what's going on, guys? Boss Basics here, and I'm back at you with the another Saturday night live stream. Well, this week has certainly been it's it's been a week. Let's just say, um, as you guys can tell by the title, a lot of stuff has happened this week for both good, bad, and indifferent. Um, um Yeah, it's a lot of unpacked here tonight. So this stream might go a little bit long, who knows? But yeah. We'll wait for a couple more people to get in here. Hey, what is going on? Just another heavy metal maniac. I just watched your video on Broken Hope and Pentagram. Interesting ranking. Really interesting ranking. Hello, Jason Boardman. How are we doing today? Yeah, whole lot of whole lot of chaos to unravel here. So I guess I might as well talk about what happened last Sunday. As me and a very good friend of mine, we went and saw Alice Cooper, Rob Zombie live, and I could say with honesty, and as someone who has seen Judas Priest twice, and that's my favorite band of all time, I think that the Cooper and the Zombie show might have been personally my favorite concert I've been to so far because holy shit, what a blast. That was such a fun time throughout. You're doing good. That's good, man. Um yeah, I had such a fun time back and forth. Even with Filter opening up, that was the weakest point of the whole show. They weren't bad. I just don't really care for them per se, but they were kind of a pace setter, and them playing Hey Man Nice Shot was pretty cool too. The Ministry came out and they played a solid set. I'm not really big into Ministry personally, although they did have like a big thrashy bite to the guitars, which I really did like. So you have that. And then Cooper came out, which kind of shocked me because I thought Cooper was actually going to be last, considering, it's Alice Cooper. Oh, God, the lag. Holy titties. Wait, we might be okay. We might be okay. No, I'm lagging. Oh, boy, we're going to have a long night. Oh, wait, hold on. We might be okay. Nope. All right. We are having a little bit of technical difficulties. What would this show be without technical difficulties? Yeah, I apologize that the connection sucks. Let me check to see what the connection is. I mean, it's okay, I guess. So Cooper came out and he put on a fantastic performance. Nina Strauss, Kane Roberts, Ryan Roxy was there. There was a 3 guitar ordeal, so that was pretty cool. And of course, Cooper himself was fantastic as always. He came out and he had like this fence sword, and there was also like photographer that was trying to take pictures of him, and lo and behold, Cooper stabbed him, which was great. Um, and what the one thing that kind of shocked me a little bit is that with everyone on this tour that they're on, it's all industrial acts. And you would think since Cooper has done industrial metal before, you figured that he'd play stuff from like Brutal Planet, Dragon Town, and The Last Temptation. He didn't play any of those tracks, which I was kind of shocked that he didn't do that. It was just mainly like the big hits, like No More Mr. Nice Guys, School's Out, Elected, Feed My Frankenstein, and Steven. Like, I was kind of shocked that he wasn't really playing any like deep cuts. Although Under My Wheels, fucking, oh, that was so good live. Hey, what's going on, Mike? So It was still a fun time throughout. They did play He's Back, the Man Behind the Mask, and there was this guy being Jason Voorhees, which was pretty funny. And then they get to play Steven and Cooper in a straitjacket. And then out of nowhere comes his wife dressed as Marie Antoinette, the great Sharon Cooper. You know, a Sharon that isn't a complete bitch in metal. You know, that's a first. If you get it, you get it. And lo and behold, there's the guillotine. And I'm like, yep, I know exactly what's gonna happen. And then bloop, decapitated live on stage. A classic Cooper, never gets old. And yeah, that was so damn good. And and when they did Elected, they they had like this big like podium like thing, and then the background it was like Uncle Sam wants you to vote for Cooper for president, which was pretty funny. And then Zombie came out, which I was a little hesitant about because I've heard some clips of him live, and I've always heard that he kind of sucks live. So I went in with some mild expectations, and Zombie put on a really fun performance. Granted, there were some issues I had. Mainly, he was a bit off at some points, and there were some words that he was stumbling over. But it was really, really, really good. No, I didn't actually do Welcome to My Nightmare. He only did he do anything? Yeah, he did Steven from Welcome to My Nightmare. He didn't play the title track, which I'm kind of shocked. He did that. Snakebite he did. He brought the boa. He brought the boa constrictor. Of course, that's Cooper's tradition. Oh, please, clearly you should vote for Burt Gummer. Sure. Dance of Death or Angel of Retribution. That's AOR. Not even close. Yeah, Lost in America. That was a that would have been a fun song for him to play live. But Zombie, he was really good. He put on really good stuff. They started off with Demon Speeding, which fuck, that's such a good song. And I was jamming that song way before we even got to the concert. And let's see, he played Fucking in a UFO. He played a couple tracks from White Zombie, of course. Let's see, Living Dead Girls, Super Beast. Yep, he played Dragula. That was the last one he did. He mainly played the hits. He did play Triumph of the King Freak off of his last album, which is a pretty damn good song. And there was this weird, like, giant Satan-like thing that he brought. I don't know what the hell it was, but it was kind of funny looking. He brought out like this big alien thing for fucking in a UFO, which was pretty good. And this one was a first for me. You guys know that whenever you would see clips of concerts, you would see that the band would pause because they would see someone like fighting or someone's getting harassed, or they would just call timeout on their show. That's what happened because they were playing Thunder Kiss 65 and it was towards the tail end of the song, like literally as soon as the song was about to end. Zombie noticed something was wrong with the crowd in the little like in the front row, and he was like, "All right, hold on, someone's not doing well. Let's give him space." And that was a first for me, and I'm like, "Oh damn, he had the pause," which good for him. That was smart of him, but at the same time, I'm like, "Well, that's a first for me." It was only for 5 minutes, but the person was all right. So they were all right. I don't know if they got knocked down or they were just exhausted. I don't know what happened, but hopefully that person's all right. Actually, in the lawn seats, which by the way, the lawn seats, that thing was filled to the brim. Like it was just a crowd of people. It was ridiculous. So that was nice, and there was like a little pit that they were starting, which was pretty funny. So yeah, Zombie ended off with Dragula. And yeah, just fantastic stuff throughout. So yeah, all in all, again, despite the fact that I've seen Priest twice, this was probably my favorite concert I've been to because it was so fun. And it may be because I brought a friend of mine, and bringing someone with you that you've known for a few years and that you've gone close with as the years have gone on, it kind of makes the experience a little bit better. And I actually wanted to have another friend with me, but unfortunately she didn't want to go because she went and saw Green Day a few weeks prior. So understandable. So yeah, all in all, I couldn't get enough of it. And I actually noticed someone when I went to Walmart earlier. I noticed that they were wearing the Freaks on Parade shirt, and I'm like, "Hey, I went to that last week," and she was like, "I was there too." So, yeah, that was very fun. That was very, 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 very fun. So now that the concert review was out of the way, let's get to the second part of the title of this video: Class Acts. Because Jesus Christ, this is mainly towards one person only. I saw Priest during the anniversary tour a few years back. Oh, there you go. There's one class act in particular. This is a legend, but knowing how this person is outside the ring, this part don't shock me. And spoiler, this is wrestling talk. So you guys might know who I'm talking about. So it was reported that I think as soon as Monday Night Raw went off the air, Odyssey Jones has been arrested and has been fired from WWE due to domestic violence charges. Um, yeah, that's perfect timing considering what happened to Nikki Bella just about a week prior. Yeah, good job on timing there, everyone. Hey, what's up, Brad? How you doing? Yeah. Oh my god. Look, I'll be completely honest with you guys. I was never really too impressed with Odyssey Jones. He was fine when he was part of the whole breakout tournament. I think in 2021, was it 21 or 2019? Hold on, let me look that up. It was one of those two. Let me check. Was it the 2019 breakout tournament? Breakout tournament. And then it turns out the dude likes to beat people up because he's a fucking head case. Not to mention he has said some shit that's got him in trouble. Just gonna leave it at that. So yeah, I just don't get it. I just don't get it with people. Also, need to do a Lost Tapes tier for you. Can help and use my computer. I mean, again, I'm probably just going to be doing a flat out ranking. Like, I'll just have like a list down and just rank it like that. So, yeah, and that kind of ruined what they were trying to do. Oh shit, I'm lagging again. Folks, I'm sorry. This connection I had was fucking horrible, so I do apologize for the shitty trying to play the big E of the group without the personality or charisma or the talent, let's just say. So yeah, that kind of derailed the plans they had for him, and yeah, it's like what the fuck, dude? Like seriously, it's ridiculous. Your favorite episode better not be Werewolf. That's one of my favorites, but it ain't my personal favorite. I'll just say it right here, right now. So yeah, Odyssey Jones is a fucking moron, and yeah, that's basically it. So that was Monday. What's happening in AEW? Kind of continuing on the wrestling theme. Well, they have actually a pay per view that's happening right now. 2 weeks after a pay per view in Wembley Stadium, they're having a pay per view in Chicago. There's a reason why I don't watch this fucking company. Because I swear to God, the product has gotten worse and worse and worse. Because every time they do something that I enjoy, they completely ruin it with 15 layers of bullshit. Like, okay, look, they have a pay per view tonight. Let's go over the card, if you will, because it just started about 30 minutes ago. All right, let's see here. It is let me see. So here are how many matches are there? Let's see. So there's 4 pre-show matches, and there are 7 actual like matches. There's 4 pre-show. No, yeah, 4 pre-show and actually 8 matches. That is 12 matches in total. Why the fuck are you having 12 matches in total on a pay-per-view that's probably going to be 4 hours? So here was the pre-show matches. Follow me with this one. The Acclaimed, Max Caster, and Anthony Bowens with Badass Billy Gunn defeated the Iron Savages, aka Bear Country, Bronson and Boulder, with Jack Jameson? Who? I don't know. And then we get a trios match. Hologram. I have no idea who this fucking guy is. Oh, it's Aramis. Aramis from AAA. Okay, never mind. I actually don't mind him. Sammy Guevara, talk about a class act. And Dustin Rhodes defeated the premier athletes. Tony Nese, remember him. Arya Davari, remember him. And Josh Woods, remember him. With Smart Mark Sterling. Because why not? And then we had another tag match. Because why not? We had the Bang Bang Gang, Austin and Colton Gunn, and Juice Robertson defeated the Dark Order. Why is that team still around? I honestly forgot they were still in the company. And then we had a trios 3-way. The Undisputed Kingdom, Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, and Roderick Strong defeated the Beast Mortals? It's Black Taurus and Shane Taylor promotion. Shane Taylor and Lee Moriarty and Action Andretti and Top Flight, which is Dante and Darius Martin. And Layla Gray's with them. Who gives a fuck? That's basically a Rampage show that's on pay-per-view. So now we get to the actual show. MJF versus Daniel Garcia. Remember when they tried to make Daniel Garcia, interesting, and then they flat out didn't because they had to pair him up with Jericho for fuck all, essentially? Yeah, match almost went 25 minutes. Then we have everyone's favorite team, the Young Cucks. They're taking on Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta, a.k.a. the Blackpool Cuckbag Club, for the tag titles. The tag titles haven't meant dick in years. Or I should say in months. And then we have a Chicago street fight between Willow Nightingale and Chris Statlander. Okay, nothing against the women, it's just who gives a shit. Then we have a fatal four-way for the AEW Continental Championship. We have Kazuchika Okada versus Mark Briscoe versus good old Pockets himself, Orange Cassidy. Hold on one second, my dad texted me. All right, my bad. My dad texted me about something. So yeah, it's Okada, Briscoe, and Cassidy, and Konosuke Takeshita. Remember when Takeshita meant shit? Because I sure as hell don't. Then we have Mercedes Moné versus Hikaru Shida for the AEW TBS title. Camille's banned from ringside. Monet hasn't meant dick in wrestling in years. I'm just going to say that. And I love Sheeta. She ain't winning. And then we have Will Ospreay versus Pac for the International Championship. Because why not? I apologize for the train, by the way. And then this is actually a match, a world title match, by the way. Bryan Danielson versus Jungle Jackass, aka Numbnuts, Jack Perry. All right, I'm going to have to go on a soapbox here. Why the fuck? Why? Just why? Why in the ever loving fuck is Jack Perry getting title shot? This incompetent, mid, asinine little shithead who only got into wrestling and who's only well known because of his father as an actor is this asshole in a world title match against Bryan Danielson, one of the best wrestlers in the past 30 fucking years of wrestling. And they think that he's a world title contender? Jack Perry. Jack fucking Perry? Fuck this clown. He near single-handedly cost their biggest draw to leave. He nearly did. And I say near single-handedly because Punk was already fed up with the Bucks and the Elite. He had nothing to do with their bullshit. And while I don't think what Punk did to Jack Perry was professional, he had a right to do it because Jack Perry was going into business for himself. And Jack Perry thinks he's Big Dick Daniel when in reality he's Small Salami Sammy. This guy can't work his way out of a fucking paper bag. He is fucking horrible. And he's going to try and say Cry Me a River? Punk would have beat your ass all over Wembley. And you would have known it too. Fuck this clown. He's a fucking joke to wrestling. And then what most likely might be the main event, we have Swerve Strickland versus Adam Hangman Page in a lights out steel cage. It was originally, I'm not even kidding what the title of it was, an unsanctioned lights out steel cage match with Judy Bagwell on a forklift. So here's how they ended Dynamite. They ended Dynamite with Hangman going into Swerve's childhood home when they were doing a contract signing. And Swerve's house got set on fire. They're trying so hard with Adam Page, but he has not meant shit in years. He hasn't meant shit ever since he lost to Punk. He hasn't. They try to take this fucking goof so seriously when he can't take himself seriously. Fuck all the Elite. Except for Omega. Omega at least has his standards. He knows his priorities. He's getting his shit in check. But you have all these bunch of fucking losers that think they're running the whole goddamn show, when in reality, Tony Khan's giving it a little right there. Fucking hate this company. And I love Swerve. Swerve was fucking fantastic. His reign didn't mean shit in the outset of things because they didn't fucking use him right. So yeah. I just don't fucking get this company. They're plummeting in the ratings. It is terrible. Absolutely terrible. So, actually, let me look to see. Let's look in chat. Thoughts on the downfall? You already heard that. TNA is getting ratings boost from doing stuff with WWE. Yeah. I watched TNA for the first time in years and enjoyed it. I'll be honest, dude. I don't know what the fuck that company's doing. Like Scott D'Amore got released so you can bring in Tommy Dreamer as a booker. And this guy has done nothing but have Moose still be a champion and the Hardy Boys. What? I'll give Scott the more credit. At least he's made his own promotion, but they let him go when they brought in Dreamer? For what exactly? Unreal. Because Tony wants to be better than Paul, but clearly he's becoming Vince McMahon Jr. with his bookings. At least later on, Vince. Early Vince wasn't bad. He just had some hiccups. What'd you do in FFA? I mainly just helped out with the festivities, like football games. And if you have enough points, you get to go and essentially if you get enough points, you get to go to like conventions and you get to go to like out of states. I went to Indy one time and I went to Wisconsin. I went to both Lambeau Field and I went to Lucas Oil Stadium where the Colts play, so that was cool. AEW lost its charm once Cody left. No, dude, they lost their charm since Punk got fired. I showed in middle school and did some classes in high school. Nice. Small salami, yeah. That's why WWE is a better promotion. Yeah, because at least they get their shit together. Sometimes there's still things I don't really care about in WWE. Like, why is Nia Jax the champion? Don't get it. Any thoughts on God the Throne's new album? Just released yesterday. It was decent, nothing too special. I haven't heard it, obviously, because I've been busy all day, but I saw Thralls of Metal's like kind of preview of it, and they were like, it's heavy, but it's nothing. It's just there, essentially. So, yeah, now that I got all that ranting out of my system, at least I don't have anything else to rant about now. Now on to the chaos part, because good Jesus Christ. We're going to be talking about football. For those of you who have watched my NFL predictions and have watched my live streams, they're happening tomorrow. I don't know what game I'm going to be doing tomorrow. It depends on what game actually I'm interested in and that isn't going to suck major ass. And I'm going to be doing the Rams versus the Lions game. Thought New God the Throne was decent. I agree with Thralls when they said the second half was better than the first half. Well, there you go. What's called the Judas Paradox? Is that what it's called? Sorry, I was looking at something. Thoughts on Sebastian Bach saying he's better than his old band? I haven't really cared for. I mean, Skid Row was fine, but I could take it or leave with them. It's called the Juice Paradox. All right. So, if you guys aren't really into football, then just kind of play the song in the background. So we got the first game of the 2024 NFL season. We had an AFC Championship rematch between the Chiefs and the Ravens. It wasn't looking all that good at first. There was a lot of sloppy play calling at the beginning, but Derrick Henry got the first touchdown of the season, which kind of felt sweet to me because I love Derrick Henry, and seeing him getting the first touchdown in the season opener was kind of nice. And I was watching it with actually one of the teachers that I worked with, and he was doing a fantasy league. And he was playing the game, and I was just shooting the shit with him, and he's a Vikings fan, and I send my condolences to him. So, it was the third quarter, and the Ravens were starting to catch up with Kansas City, but Kansas City was starting to be the better team, and Xavier Worthy had a really nice game. He had 2 catches for 47 yards. Both of the catches were plus 20. Okay, then. So you had that. But then Isaiah Likely starts going off. Mark Andrews didn't do shit. He might as well have been on the back of a milk carton because he was nowhere to be seen. Lamar had himself an all right game, though he should have been better. Mahomes had a pretty solid game, but But he had a pretty bad pick. So Likely had a really good game. He got a touchdown, which was pretty nice. And then we get to the final drive. And holy shit. That final drive was fucking insane. Just because WWE is discussed supposedly. If he's going to be for analyst's sake, cool. But don't put him in the ring, please. I think he's just about to approach 40 or is in his 40s. He can be a family man. I'm not trying to besmirch the sexiest man alive, but yeah, no. That dude is. That dude has he's earned his state in Cancun, let's just say. So the final drive happened, and it looks like the Ravens offense is going to stall out. I'm like, all right. The Ravens offense didn't do shit. I will say their O-line looked bad. I just couldn't tell if it's because of maybe the Chiefs' defense was really good. I don't know what happened, but yeah, it was not looking so good. But then Lamar looks like he's about to get sacked, but Lamar being Lamar, he's making moves, he's breaking ankles. And Lamar had himself a hell of a game in terms on like the run. Like he was running the shit out of that ball. Granted, he kind of got fucked over by a bad call when Tyler Linderbaum got called for holding when they didn't show him holding anyone, which that was kind of stupid. Yeah, the refs were pretty bad on Thursday. So, yeah, it was looking pretty bad. But Lamar nearly got sacked, and all of a sudden he just throws a prayer up in the air, and lo and behold, Rashad Bateman comes out of nowhere. And he caught the ball inside the 10. And I'm like, all right, you got to spike it. Even, yes, if you do spike it, you get a touchdown, 15 seconds left. Yeah, you're giving Mahomes time to have the ball back. But still, at least you capitalize on the opportunity at hand. So Lamar didn't spike it, and he tried to catch the Chiefs off guard, try to throw it up for Likely. Lo and behold, it goes over Likely's head, and Likely lands flush on his fucking shoulder. And I'm like, ooh, that looked bad. That looked really, really, really bad. So, yeah, that didn't look all that good. It looked like his collarbone popped out, which that's always fun. I've seen that happen before. Then the next play, Lamar's looking for someone. He sees Zay Flowers, and he just missed him. He just missed him. Like, oh my God, you had Flowers. Oh, he missed Flowers. And I was yelling at I was yelling at the TV because I was watching with my brother, and I just got home. I got home from work. I'm like, okay. There's 4 seconds left. Can the Ravens do something? Lamar gets a snap. Tiptoeing, dancing his way in the pocket. Throws it. It's caught by Likely. And he gets the touchdown. In a tight window, too. Like, it looked like it nearly got deflected. But Likely scores. And Harbaugh's calling for 2. I'm like, why? Just take it to overtime. I don't give a shit. You've been kind of underwhelming at this point already. And then the replay showed. And it turns out Likely was out of bounds. If you guys have not seen it yet, I'm getting ready to show you it. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it real quick. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, let me show you what I'm talking about. It's on the line, isn't it? In case you can see it. Look at it right there. Looks like that toe's on the line, Yep. Yep. His toe was on the line. Isaiah likely pulled a Kevin Durant. You never pull a Kevin Durant. And that end of the game, it's like you've got it. You can't make an ending like that. You cannot. You can't write. You can't write that, dude. And I was texting a former classmate of mine, and he's a Bills fan. He hates the Chiefs. And I said to him, "Yep, that happened." And he was like, "Yep, that happened." God, Jesus. Oh, it's going to be a long, long, long season for the Ravens. So, yeah, football is back. Does Brady deserve to be a Hall of Famer? No, not in my opinion, but he's going to be. A guy that is the luckiest motherfucker I've ever seen in sports. Not just in the NFL, in sports in general. The amount of luck that guy has is unreal. Unreal. So, that was Thursday. Yesterday we had our first Friday game of the week, or of the year probably. There's probably going to be another one this year. We were all the way in Brazil, all the way in São Paulo, which was always nice. We had the Packers versus the Eagles. Game was shockingly close than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a solid game, but nothing too exceptional. But it was actually a very fun back and forth ordeal. And Jordan Love had himself a really good game. I'll get to him a little bit here. Hurts had himself a pretty good game too, even though he did throw 2 bad picks. Barkley had himself a fantastic game. And it looks like Philly's starting to pick up where they left off. Just hopefully they don't collapse like they did last year or last season. So it was looking good. And then the end of the game happened where Philly was up by 5. And Love was trying to throw the ball down the field. And Jalen Carter held him by his leg. And lo and behold, Jordan Love's knee popped. And he went down immediately. And the servers I'm in, the football servers I'm in, were going ape shit. People are saying that, Jalen Carter needs to be fined for that because he intentionally did that. I think to myself, okay, if he deserves to be fined for that, then why isn't Minkah Fitzpatrick getting fined for holding on to Nick Chubb's leg when Chubb did a fucking cartwheel, but his foot was stuck, and that caused him to tear his leg off? Why isn't Fitzpatrick getting punished for that? So there's that. And people thought that he tore his ACL. That was what was feared the most. But Love's only going to be out for a few weeks. So I told everyone, I'm like, look, he's going to be fine. He's going to be fine. It's not an ACL injury. That does not look close to an ACL injury. If it's a dislocated knee, then okay, maybe you might start to worry a bit. But oh no, the Packers are going to have weak quarterback play for a few weeks. Oh no, the terror. You fuckers have had 3 back-to-back-to-back legends in 30 years. Y'all can have a weak quarterback every once in a while. So, yeah. That happened. And, yeah, he's going to be out for maybe about 5 weeks. That's nothing. He's going to be out for a month, essentially. So, you have that. So, yeah, that's basically all. So, feel free to ask me anything. That's all what I really wanted to talk about tonight because I didn't miss out on some things. A little bit of an update on my immolation ranking. I'm just about done. Hopefully, I'll be able to get it done. If not this coming week, then maybe next weekend I should be able to get it done. I got a few more rounds to listen to. So, yeah, man. Shite. Shite and shotgun. Evolution rules. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, that from what I've heard, they've been very consistent. Super Bowl predictions. You know, I have two teams. I have probably two predictions. If the Super Bowl were going to happen, my two teams are either going to be this. It's either going to be the Bengals and the Lions, or I could see this happening, or it's going to be San Fran versus Buffalo. Or no, not Buffalo. Sorry. Either San Fran or the Texans. The Browns will have the worst record? No, God, no. Not with that defense and a good offense. No, I don't see that happening. It depends on if Groper Cleveland's going to be okay at best. Because Watson has not been good in 5 seasons. It's honestly astounding this fucker hasn't been good. Well, I should say about 4 because he did have a good 2020 statistically, but then all that shit came out about him. So, yeah, no. Texans versus Eagles. I mean, if Philly can get their shit together and not hire people that don't know what the fuck they're doing, then okay. But I will say this though: if they have another season collapse, Sirianni's getting canned. That's all I'm going to say. Steelers versus Eagles Super Bowl. Oh boy, the battle for Pennsylvania. It's Urinating Tree versus Barry. That could have been a Super Bowl in 04, but no, New England happened. So, oh well. Well, that also could have probably happened in 2017 if they didn't lose to Jacksonville, but that's besides the point. But yeah, no, I could see Bengals Lions. Just, I don't know. I don't think the Chiefs are going to go to another Super Bowl this year. I don't even know if they're going to go to the championship game this year. Just something doesn't feel right. I don't know. Just something just feels a little bit off of Kansas City this year. How do you fix Dallas? Not have a fucking arrogant fan base. That's for one. And they need a new owner. I'm sorry. Just Jerry Jones. It's nearly necromancy at this point. My dad's a Cowboys fan. My mom's an Eagles fan. Oh boy, it must be fun at your household. Because at least Philly's won a Super Bowl more recently than Dallas. Hell, fucking Matt Stafford won a Super Bowl more recently than Dallas. Barry, god damn it. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like Cincinnati's taking the number 1 seed this year in the AFC. I have that feeling. I might be too high on Joe Burrow, but I've said this before and I'll say it again. If Burrow is healthy and the O-line can get their shit together, they're not only winning the division, but they're having the number one seed. And Detroit, this is the best chance Detroit has. Like, I thought they were going to go in next year, all in next year or last year. They should have, in all honesty, but Campbell decided to play a little too aggressive. Yeah, it's I don't know. I just have a feeling they're going to go all in this year. Is Purdy the next generational quarterback? I don't know if generational is the right word. He's a good quarterback. I do like Purdy. Generational, not quite. Not quite. He's getting there though. He's getting there. He's been more, I'll be honest, he's been more kind of a game manager, but he does have some really good moments. The Rams window is closing. Yeah, it is. See, people were thinking they're going to be a wild card. I don't see them going. I don't know. I just think they're going to struggle big time because Aaron Donald retired, and plus, I think Stafford's going to be going soon. He's got to be. He's been in the league for 15 years, so we'll see. Does Hurts a generational quarterback? I mean, he's been the best QB you guys have had. See, I was about to say since McNabb, but Carson Wentz pre-injury, Wentz pre-injury was great. He was. I just think the main problem with Hurts, the main problem with Hurts is that he just gets injured a lot. Like he was battling like back-to-back injuries in back-to-back seasons. Like hell in that Super Bowl that you guys were in, he was I think he was battling with like a hurt shoulder, I think. So there was a reason why some of his throws were off. One of Manning's kids were a quarterback in college. Yes, Arch Manning. That is Eli's son? It's either Eli or Peyton's. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, I think that's Eli. I believe that is Eli. Oh wait, no, he's the nephew of both Peyton and Eli. He is the oldest son of Cooper, who is a grandson of Archie. Okay. Oh my God, Cooper looks like Eli. Oh my God. That's actually kind of funny. Since Michael Vick, I mean, Vick only had one. He had one really good year. The rest was they were just all right. But no, 2010 Vick was pretty damn good. Notable dog lover too, by the way. He didn't like Wentz. I think the problem with Wentz is that sometimes he would throw games away when he had no reason to. Like he would have a really good game, and then for some reason he just shit the bed the next. It made no sense. And not to mention too, that Philly team in 2017, that was a pretty stacked team. Because you had Kelsey, you had Zach Ertz, you had Brandon Graham, you've got Derek Barnett, you had Lane Johnson. You know, you guys had a really good defense and a really solid offense too. So it wasn't really just Wentz that was the problem. Trey Burton. who was Alshon Jeffrey? Who the hell was the running back? Fuck, I can't remember who the running back was. I remember his name. I just can't. I can't remember his face. I can't remember his face. I just can't remember his name. It's on the tip of my tongue. Sorry about that. My window's cracked open a little bit, and I thought I heard a dog got stepped on, but it was just a bunch of kids. My cousin, who's a Giants fan, was angry because Barkley gets to go to a better team. Yeah, it's. I mean, the problem with Barkley is that he's just injury prone. But he had 3 touchdowns, which was the first time. That's a weird record. Barkley had 3 touchdowns, and the last time the Eagles had a receiver of some kind have 3 touchdowns was T.O. And they went to the Super Bowl that year. Granted, you guys should have probably won that Super Bowl, but if T.O. didn't get hurt, McNabb didn't suffer so much. He didn't suffer too much. You guys probably should have won that one. D'Andre was the worst quarterback in the NFC. I don't think he's the absolute worst, but he's one of the worst. Like, the Giants' defense was not bad last year. It's just the offense was fucking horrible. Ooh, that was a brutal offense. Jones the worst quarterback in the NFC? No. You got Bryce Young. You've got trying to think. You have Young. You've got trying to think. No, Murray's not bad. He's just more of a tease than anything. You've got fuck, I'm trying to think. I wouldn't really say Sam Darnold either. Darnold, he was ruined by the Jets. Big Ben is your all-time favorite QB. Women respecter Ben Roethlisberger. See, that's the thing with Ben. Here's my thing. I was actually talking to myself at work about this. Roethlisberger always had great regular season stats, but in the postseason, I don't know. He just struggled big time. Like in that Super Bowl, his first Super Bowl win against the Seahawks, he is the worst quarterback statistically to win a Super Bowl. Like those QB stats were horrible. He was 9 for 21. He barely threw over 100 yards. And he had no touchdowns. The only touchdown, well, no, he had 1 touchdown, but that shouldn't have counted because he didn't cross the plane, but the refs gave it to him anyway. So that was a touchdown, quote unquote. And plus, the best throw he threw, the best throw that the Steelers threw wasn't even by him. It was by Antoine Randall. So, yeah, that kind of says more about Ben than anything. But he did play good against Arizona, and he did okay against Green Bay. It was just mainly the defense was kind of helping him that game. But yeah, Jones, it's a tie between probably him and Young, but I could probably give Young a pass because he's still new to the league and he didn't have anyone helping him. Jones, he is just bad. He is just horrible. I mean, the throws that he made in training camp, fucking brutal. But no, I'd say besides them, all the other QBs in the NFC are not terrible. Like, Hurts, people are kind of 50-50 with him. Same with Prescott. Daniels, he just got drafted. Goff's turning his career around. Williams just got drafted. Love is starting to look like a generational QB. Let's see. McCarthy was looking like something, but he's out for the season. And now Darnold's going to be in. And then you got the South. Young it wasn't really that great. Carr wasn't really too flashy. I guess they're going with Cousins for Atlanta, even though why the fuck did you draft Michael Penix? That makes no sense. And Baker's starting to turn his career around, which I've always liked. And then for the West, Murray, he's more of a tease than anything. Smith's been kind of solid, which is weird considering that Smith was a bit of a bust. Purdy's starting to turn it around, and Stafford is Stafford. So there you go. Eli deserved a better career. See, Eli is kind of a polarizing QB because regular season he wasn't that great. He wasn't terrible, but he was just an above average quarterback. But when it came to the playoffs, mainly in the Super Bowls that he won in those 2 Super Bowls, he was looking like a top tier quarterback. It made no sense whatsoever. Remember, Cam Newton is Russell Wilson? Cam Newton is Russell Wilson? Did he change your name? Honestly, I'd say Wilson's better than Newton. Newton, at least in the run game, I think is better than Wilson. But as an overall passer, I would put Russell over Newton. But that's just me. Cam, I guess he's overrated, but he was also fun to watch. And Wilson, his career's been kind of going down the drain. But his time in Seattle was pretty fun. Oh, remember Wilson and Newton, yeah. Wilson's still in the league. He's with Pittsburgh. Sorry to hear all that, yeah. No, actually, Wilson is not starting tomorrow. It's actually going to be Fields. Wilson has been battling a calf injury. So Fields is going to be starting, which they were rumoring that there was rumors I haven't seen that Fields was going to be a punt returner. Oh man, I kind of feel bad for Fields because he was good with OSU, but he just didn't fit. Just Chicago was not the place for him. But that's kind of been Chicago in a nutshell. But I'm 2-0 when it comes to my predictions, so there's that. Russ in Seattle was the primary. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's not even a question mark. That's not even a question. Oh, that's cool. Looks like my cousin's at a wrestling event ish. That's cool. We have reached the hour point. I might go for my maybe another half hour. It depends. But yeah, no, Russ in Seattle was fun to watch. Like him, part of the Legion of Boom, Richard Sherman, Doug Baldwin, or Baldwin, Malcolm Smith, uh, who else? Marshawn Lynch, of course, Beast Mode. Um, uh, you had Rice. Even though I don't think he was part of the Legion Boom, he was fun to watch. I think that was Wilson's debut. Was that his rookie year in 2012? I think that was his rookie year in 2012. Um, you had Jermaine Curse, who I feel like is very underappreciated. Yeah, Seattle was fun to watch, but fuck, they should have been a dynasty. They should have been a dynasty. Also, I have been I was kind of going through my CD collection. You guys can't see it, but it's right by my dresser. And I noticed that there was like a good chunk of CDs that I haven't listened to. I was actually listening to Abbot's Outstrider. Really good album. That was actually a really good album. Though you can hear that Abbot's vocals sounded very strained. They sounded like they were a little damaged. Um, so there's that, but it kind of gave off a bit of a Lemmy vibe, which was pretty funny. So yeah, that was a really fun album to watch, listen to. The other ones, um, I plan on listening to all the Anvil albums because I plan on doing a CD showcase, um, um, a CD showcase, stream one day. I know I did one about a year ago, but I might delete that one and make a new one. In all honesty. What is the next Abath album is after Outstrider? Too bad what the next Abath album is after Outstrider. Yeah, I heard Dread Reaver was not a good album. Even though Abath was going through, I think he was in and out of rehab, or he was going into rehab for alcohol problems. Which, hey, credit to him because sometimes that stuff's not fun to get over. I thought you were talking about what was next to my collection update or in my CDs. The next were all Accept albums. Um, so yeah, you have that. God damn it, Barry. Oh, the shit posting never ends. Ooh. Accept Balls to the Wall versus Saxon Power and Glory. I'll have to go with Accept I love me some Saxon, but that's not one of my favorite Saxon albums. Because that was when they were starting to kind of hit their quote Def Leppard phase. That's their words, not mine. So yeah, expect some cheesiness. Let's just say that. Yeah, if you guys want to give me some album versus album or band versus band, be evil. Be evil. I don't care. Make me sweat. Make me shreddy. Make me really shreddy. Oh, okay. Oh, damn, man. I'm fucking tired, you guys. I didn't go to sleep till about like 3 o'clock in the morning. Why? I don't know. Ooh, Sepultura Schizophrenia versus Slayer Hell Awaits. Good one. Good one. Um, I really like Schizophrenia. I think that's a very underrated thrash album. But after that was Beneath the Remains. So I'm gonna go with Slayer. I love Hell Awaits. Hell Awaits is such a good album. That I believe is that's in my top 5. That is just that's a proto death metal album. Like that was kind of death metal before death metal in a way. I mean, the title track, Kill Again, Praise of Death, um, At Dawn They Sleep's one of my favorites. Crypts of Eternity, killer stuff. Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Oh, what now? Oh, that's always fun. Linkin Park dropped their new single like 2 days ago. I thought it was okay, but I'm nervous at the same time what their new album is going to be until November this year. I haven't heard it. See, Linkin Park to me has not been the same since Chester passed. That's just me. And I know Mike would have wanted Chester to continue, or Chester would have wanted the guys to continue, but it's not really the same without Bennington. And don't they have like a female vocalist now, which I heard, which I think is interesting. Dark Angel versus Corner. Ooh, 2 underrated acts. I haven't really heard too much from either band. Sorry. The stuff I have heard though has been really good. Based off of what I've heard, by a hair, I'll go with Corner. That's an underrated German act, though. Who knows? I might be ranking him next year. Who knows? Because they've only put out what, 7 albums, 7, 8 albums. But I've heard they're all really damn good. Even when they went a little more groove metalish. Oh no, that would be terrible. Oh, they're from Switzerland. My bad. I thought they were from Germany for some weird reason. My bad. Carcass versus At the Gates. This might be an unpopular opinion. Mainly because I've listened to their entire discography. I'm gonna go with At the Gates, but it's probably gonna be the Carcass. That's the better band of the two. But I've listened to At the Gates' entire discography. I still need to go on my way to check out more Carcass though. But what I have heard is really good. I really love Torn Arteries from last year, or from 21. And I think Gates' Nightmare of Being was a really damn good album too. Who knows? We'll probably get new albums from them sooner than later. Fire and water, wind and rain. My dad's taking me to see Megadeth, Mudvayne, and All That Remains until about 10 days. Why is that a bill? Why? You have one of the most legendary thrash metal acts, and they're touring with a band that had one really good album in Mudvayne, and All That Remains. That's such a dumb bill. Makes no sense. Morbid Tales or Bathory self-titled. I mean, it's basically an EP versus a full length. So, I'm gonna go with Bathory. I really do like Morbid Tales though, but just that self-titled so much fun to listen to. Same thing with Metallica. Yeah, they were playing with a bunch of butt rock acts. It makes no sense. They were playing with who? Beartooth and I think Five Finger Death Punch. Yeah, they were playing with them too, and then those idiots were playing with Megadeth as well. Because I remember Levi went and saw them. Hmm. Motley Crue versus Poison. I'll go with Motley Crue because Motley Crue's first four are pretty solid. I hate Poison. I hate that band. Oh my God, Maniac! You really went through all. You went all that way. Jesus, dude! I saw what you posted on Discord. Jesus, that's ridiculous. Hell's bells, man. Oh. What are you looking at, boobies? No, I was not. I was not. I am an innocent boy. God damn it. Oh, kind of an anniversary day today. It is the 40th year anniversary of Don't Break the Oath by Merciful Fate. Classic Merciful Fate. My favorite Merciful Fate album. Even though that Melissa can kind of flip back and forth, and I wouldn't be wrong. Trying to think. Voivod Killing Technology versus Evil Invaders. By default, I'll be going to Evil Invaders. I need to check out more Voivod, man. Even though I did hear that's actually one of their best albums. But Evil Invaders, mwah, beautiful. That was one of my favorite Razor albums. All right, maybe about 10 more minutes. I fear this one. Diary of a Madman or Holy Diver? Might be an unpopular opinion, but I'm going to go with Dio. Diary of a Madman's a great album. and Randy Rhodes, but I've always been a Dio guy. I've never been an Aussie fan. Blessed are altars. It's altars. It's altars for me. Blessed is a good album. Just production is a bit of an issue for me. But I do like it's a different sounding album from Altars. I really do like that. It's more sludgy, which I really do appreciate. In the Sign of Evil or Emperor's Return? That one's a tough one. I really like both those EPs. I think those both came out in '85 too, if I remember correctly. This might be biased, but I'm going to go with In the Sign of Evil. I love Emperor's Return. I think that's a great album or a great EP, but I like In the Sign of Evil a little bit more. Hey, John, how's it going? Oh, fuck it, dude. Fuck a duck. Tomorrow would have been my mom's 69th birthday. Oh, that sucks. Happy early birthday, then, Mom. Hoping after 8th, I'll be back to normal. Yeah, it's a grieving process, dude. I get that. I was like that with my grandma, so. I have a visitor. Wanna go on the bed? Why do you have freaking grass all over your back, you dork? You are so rude. You are a rude animal. I just brushed you hours ago, and you're acting like that. Sinister or Malevolent Creation? I haven't heard both. I need to listen to both. But I have heard both bands are really good. Have you listened to Leprous? I have not. Oh, whoops. I have not. So yeah, those are my thoughts on them. Jamin the Primus, one of my mom's favorites. Hey, man. The more or less Claypool, the better. We all need more or less Claypool. You're a reverse crowd driver. I mean, my name's Mud. Just cats and dogs are dorks. Yes, mine is a big one. She acts like a Nancy. That's what she acts like. Leprosy or Scream Bloody Gore? I love Scream Bloody Gore. That is a fantastic debut, but it's Leprosy. That's my number 2 Death album, and that essentially birthed the Florida scene. Even though Scream Bloody Gore in a way did, but it was still more thrash oriented. Leprosy really kicked off that Florida scene. Psychedelic polka metal? Interesting. I think the dog has to go potty. So give me 1 second. Ow! You need to go potty. Go ahead. Oh. This is what I get for making evil picks, don't I? Testament, the New Order versus Exodus. God damn it! Justin, our heavy metal maniac, we're gonna have a talk, mister. I love both of them. They are both 80s thrash classics. God damn it. You have my number. I think New Order will probably be my number 1 or my number 2 Testament album. And you have my number 3 favorite Exodus album. Or wait, no, no. Fabulous Disaster is top 5 for me. That's top 5 for me. Number 3 is Blood and Blood Out. Shit. Which Bay Area band was better? It's either Toxic Waltz or Into the Pit. Last Act of Defiance or Disciples of the Watch. It's like picking between my 2 favorite kids, man. That's not cool. It's not cool. You know what, Jason? I agree with you. I'll go with the New Order because there were some covers we didn't need. Yeah, I'll go with the New Order, but it's not my fault. My Aerosmith wasn't a good cover either. But that was mainly because of that was because of the record label. Les Claypool created the psychedelic folk part himself. Yeah. Metal Archive made the genre up extreme progressive metal like Ancients. Okay. Imagine vocalist guitarist Paul Gilbert, formerly Razor X, vocalist bassist Les Claypool, and vocalist and drummer Mike Portnoy did a project together. The world wouldn't be ready. What kind of music will they play, though? What kind of genre do you think they'll play? Blood and Blood Out versus Fistful of Metal. Blood and Blood, or not Blood and Blood Out. Bonded by Blood. My bad. Bonded by Blood or Fistful of Metal. It's Bonded by Blood. That is an essential thrash metal album of the 80s. That is quintessential Bay Area thrash. Fistful of Metal is good, but it feels like a very heavy Exciter album. Insane metal. I would probably say progressive speed funk. There you go. Entombed or Dismember. Oh, that one kind of sucks. I'll go with Entombed because if there was no Entombed, there's no Swedish death metal. That's just me. Dismember's good. I really like Dismember, but it's Entombed. Rest in peace, LG Petrov. Did you catch the NFL games? Oh, yeah. Hey, Carnival Reacts. Yeah, I was actually talking about that. I talked about them really early in the stream. I talked about the Chiefs and the Ravens. I talked about the Packers and Philly. I do plan on doing 2 streams tomorrow. I don't know which game I'll be streaming first. Just hope it doesn't suck because there's some games that I'm just like, no. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, Packers fan got scared last night, that's for sure. Oh, yeah, they did. Thankfully, Love's only going to be out for a month. He'll be fine. Do you have any favorite prog bands? I really don't have any. I've never been a prog fan. Chiefs and Race was excellent. NFL starter, though, came down to 1 toe length. Yep. Oh, man. I feel bad for Likely because he had a really damn good game. 9 catches for 111 yards and a touchdown. That's really good for a tight end. Yep. The Kevin Durant comparisons happened immediately as soon as the replay was captured. What game am I looking forward to tomorrow? I mean, there's a couple in mind. Houston and Indy, that should be a fun matchup. Miami and Jacksonville should be a fun matchup too. And I would probably say the Rams-Lions game. Although maybe Jets and Niners, I'm kind of up in the air for that one. You're looking forward to the Saints and Panthers? I am so sorry for you. NFC South battles are amazing. Lee terrible. Oh god. I just hope to God I'm not watching that or the Giants and the Vikings. Fuck that. But knowing me, it's probably going to be those two games, and I'm going to suffer mildly from it. Necrophagia or massacre? I'll go with Massacre because From Beyond was such a great album. Well, I'm a Saints fan, so I have to watch I Live in New Orleans. I feel so sorry for you. Oh man, you guys have not been the same ever since. Well, you guys really haven't been the same since the 2018 NFC Championship game, and you guys haven't really been the same since Breeze left. Gorgoroth or Marduk? Ooh, good one. Um, Mainly because I've listened to them a little bit more. I'll go with Gorgoroth, although I have listened to Marduk, and their last album was pretty good. That was a near album ender for me last year. Yeah, I mean, you can only do what you can do. I mean, I don't think Carmichael's on the team, which thank God, but I just don't think the Saints are going to be good this year. Uh, they're going to be. I don't even know if they're going to have an average season. They just might just be flat out just a bad team. You know, like the vocals of Gorgoroth. I love Pest's vocals. I love them. They just sound chaotic and frantic. Unless you're talking about their current one, then yeah, I can kind of get that. We will see. Yeah, World Downfall or Horrified. Ooh, Grindcore versus Death Grind. I haven't listened to either album, but I have to though because I am missing out on some good stuff. You like the early Gorgoroth? Yeah, Hat was a good vocalist, but I think Pest was better personally. And then Gollum, King of Hell, fucked that up, but that's neither here nor there. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, hell's bells, bells. Oh, shit. Oh, well. Hour and 40 minutes. I might go for maybe another 10. Oh, I forgot the dog's outside. Oh, okay. Grace, Grace, get out of it. Get back. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, shit. Macabre Dahmer versus Napalm Death, Enemy of the Music Business. I haven't listened to both, but I have heard that Enemy of the Music Business is a really damn good album. Swedish black metal versus Finnish death metal. Ooh. I'll probably have to go with Swedish black metal because I've heard that. I've heard bands from that scene more. The little Finnish death metal I have heard has been great though. Oh shit. German power metal or American power metal? American power metal. I just don't get the appeal of German power metal. I don't. Because the American power metal, it's crunchy, it's riffy, a lot of thrash influence. Um, yeah, that's all I need to say. Are you smacking your lips over there, ma'am? I can hear you from here. Are you on a treat? Oh shit. Fates 40 or Dream Theater. I'm not really a fan of both. Sorry, not really a fan of both. Hold on, I'm gonna give the doggo a treat. Come on, you Nancy. Come on, you Nancy. I want to tell you something. You will look shit. You will look so. What am I doing? Hey, hey, hey! What did you eat? Okay, I'm back. Oh! Absu versus Art Noir. I haven't checked both of them out. I do need to, though. Because I've heard Absu is fantastic black and thrash. Although, what the hell was that one guitarist? There was a guitarist from Art Noir that joined Immortal in the late 90s, early 2000s. I do know of them, but again, I need to get into more black and thrash. Nancy Fancy, Nancy Fancy. Yeah. She certainly acts like one. She needs to knock it off. You meanie. God damn it, Barry. Ah, that shit's so funny. GWAR versus Ghost for the King Diamond. It's King Diamond. That's not even a contest. To me personally, I do like GWAR. Not really a huge fan of Ghost, but I love King Diamond. No, you're not getting a vanilla wafer. She's wanting this. Ma'am, I've given you a treat. No, you're not getting it. Will you quit licking your luscious lips at me, ma'am? You're being rude. Destroyer 666 versus Enthroned. I haven't listened to both. I've heard of Destroyer 666. I don't think I've listened to Enthroned. Butcher to Birth or Kill. Kill. Kill has better production. Butcher to Birth, it's fantastic. It's a classic album, but production's pretty iffy. Haha. John, do you want to be put in timeout? Just asking out of curiosity. Are you wanting to be put in timeout? I will put you in timeout. I'll go with Baby Metal because at least Baby Metal are likable. Even though, like, music wise, they're not bad. I just can't get into the vocals. It's too poppy for my liking. Thank you. And too loud. Yeah. Nope, had too much coffee. Well, get off the coffee and go to bed. Oh my God. If this dog don't calm down, we're going to have a problem. Oh, that's a puppy. Oh my God. Send help. Hold up. Sound of White Noise or the Black Album? I'm gonna have to go with the Black Album. I do. I do like Sound of White Noise. It's a great album, but there's a lot of filler on that album. It's long too. That's a long ass album. So I'll go with the Black Album. Saint Anger or Euthanasia? I'll go with Saint Anger because I've listened to it. Oh, nice. The Illinois college football team won. Thank God. Your orange cat Tiny was playing with her hairball early today. Nice. I used to have a cat, but it got kicked out. I actually need to get a water. You stay out of the way first. Ooh, autopsy or incantation? Which is more murky? I'll have to go with autopsy on that one. Their last album was fantastic. I loved the Incantation's last album too. So yeah, I'll go with autopsy and Chris Reifer, dude. That dude's a fucking beast. Hold on, not Euthanasia. That's crazy. It's a good album in Megadeth. I'm just not a Megadeth guy. I've tried. I just can't get into them. Although their last album I really did like. Just Dave's vocals, they just don't. Something doesn't click with me with them. Her dog giving a stare down. Well, she left, so thank God. Come here. Come here. You want a wafer? Come here. Come here. What? 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 No! Get out of my trash can. I know you're wanting attention. But every time I give you attention, you walk away from me. Dogs, am I right? Nasty Savage or S.A. Slayer? I honestly don't know. I don't have an option on that one. Remember our Borderlands movie sucked? Then there's a Minecraft movie next year. Not joking. I know. Jack Black's going to be in that. And God bless Jack Black. I love the guy, but oh, why? Just why? Just why? What? I'm confused. Dun, 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 dun. I am Stev. Oh, crap. Oh, no. Oh, no. Here she comes again. Oh, no. If I don't move, she won't notice. Minecraft or Roblox? Minecraft for me personally. Oasis versus Blur versus Shed 7. I don't even know what that last band is. Neither. Oasis, I guess. I'm not a fan of them, honestly. Like, yeah, you have Wonderwall, but that's basically it. Seth Ungol versus Warlord. I haven't listened to both. You're not getting one. I'm just letting you know. Watch news a week. Watch news recently that Oasis has returned. Yes, they are returned.
Oh, you're gonna be good now.
Shed 7 is a Brit pop band. Okay, good reason. Good thing I don't know them then. Yeah, we'll just say that. Do you consider Metalocalypse music great death metal music? Yes. Yes. If it has Gene Hoglan in it, then yes. Man, Gene Hoglan. Wonder what he's doing nowadays. Besides touring with every band under the yellow sun, Jesus Christ, that guy gets no sleep. That sucks too because I wanted to see him on that New Testament album, but then he left, and then Dave Lombardo came in. I thought he was going to be it, and then he's gone. So, Death Crusher, ASCII. Is that a Burzum EP? Yeah, that's a Burzum EP. I'll go with Death Crush because it's different sounding from from Mayhem's entire discography. It's basically death metal and grindcore, but with a black metal production. And plus the song Chainsaw Guts Fuck. Did you say anything else? Oh man. 9:30. I might end the stream here. Been going for over 2 hours. That's my longest stream I've had in a hot minute. So yeah, I'm probably gonna head off. Who knows? I might actually uh, go to bed. In all honesty, I don't know. I'm tired, but Velvet Underground versus Lou Reed's solo album. I'll probably go with Velvet Underground. Label acid polka metal. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna probably end it off here, guys. So thank you everyone that's tuned in and watched. I always have a fun time um, doing these streams for you guys, mainly just for the hell of it. So yeah, make sure you guys leave a like, leave a comment, tap that bigger subscribe button, tap the bell to be notified when or tap the bell so that way you are notified when I upload. And again, to my football fans, I will see y'all tomorrow. Hopefully, the game I'm watching isn't going to be complete dog ass. But yeah, as always, Jordan Hurd. I'll talk to you guys next one. Peace out.